With the Switch 2 around the corner and Smash definitely in development, I was thinking I needed to make a video about the top 5 characters we need to see in Smash 6. So without further ado, let's get started. I think for the first character we need to see in Smash 6 is probably a new Pokemon trainer. Pokemon trainer, the one they have now, is a pretty good character with Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. They're high tier, they're good competitively, their movesets are versatile. You can pretty much do everything you want with that character, but reworking that character into newer Pokemon, be it Gen 3, Gen 4, or it could be a mix and match of all the gens, I think that would be pretty cool to see. Even if it was just a custom skin, if they had different skins for a Gen 3 Pokemon trainer, Gen 4 Pokemon trainer, a Gen 5 Pokemon trainer, but it's the same character and they just had the different Pokemon. I mean, that probably sounds like a lot of work, but I think it would be pretty cool to see. And I think the Switch 2 could handle that. So a new Pokemon trainer would definitely be on my list for new characters to see. Going to the fourth pick. The fourth pick is going to be a bit of a doozy. With the amount of Shotos they have in the game so far, adding more probably would be a bit overkill, but I think we could use more Shotos. In fact, I think you could pull them straight from Street Fighter. Right now we have Ryu, Ken, Terry, and Kazuya as the Shotos in the game. I think if we got a villain rep from Street Fighter, that would be pretty cool. The most common request will probably be Akuma. I think Akuma would be pretty cool as a character in Smash. His moveset would be pretty cool. He could be integrated pretty well into the game. They've already got 4 other Shotos where they've proven that they could put their movesets straight from their game into Smash and it will be integrated pretty well. And this is coming from me. I mean, I play Palutena and Palutena pretty much beats all the Shotos, but I don't like fighting them because I don't know. I guess it's just Wi-Fi. Like playing Shotos on Wi-Fi are pretty irritating, but I still think it would be pretty cool to see Akuma in the game. I think you could get away with adding Akuma or Bison. Bison will be a pretty cool character to add in Smash. Again, the movesets are already proven that they will work. All you would have to do is just port his moveset 1-to-1 from his game, and I think it will work pretty well in Smash. I think Juri will also be a pretty good pick for Smash. Juri, or even Chun-Li. If you had to add another good guy character, I think Chun-Li is definitely the one they would do. But if they were gonna add a villain rep, I think it would have to be one of the 3 I mentioned: Akuma, Bison, or Juri. I think Akuma is probably the most likely to get added in, just because he's pretty much the most popular villain character from Street Fighter. I mean, again, if it's not Akuma, it's probably going to be Bison. Moving on to number 3, I think Smash could use another Zelda rep. So far, we've got Adult Link, Toon Link, Young Link, we've got Sheik, we've got Zelda, and we've got Ganondorf. I think another Zelda rep, I don't think it would be overkill. I mean, Fire Emblem has 9 characters, 8 characters, and a lot of them are, they play pretty much the same, or they're very similar. You've got Roy, who plays just about the same as Chrom. You've got Marth, who's just about the same as Lucina. There's like slight differences. And then you've got the other unique characters. Ike is pretty unique. Corrin is pretty unique. Robin is probably the most unique Fire Emblem character of them all. And you've got Byleth. Byleth is pretty unique actually. But between Marth and Lucina, Roy and Chrom, I think we could stand to add another Zelda rep. I mean, they've got so many. I think Mifa will be a pretty good pick. Mifa, Urbosa, really any of the Breath of the Wild champions would be pretty cool. I mean, the one I forgot his name, but he pretty much be a mix of Falco or a clone of Falco. They probably do something different with his moveset though, but I know a lot of people would be ready to make that joke. Also, I think Ganon needs a moveset rework. Ganon has been neglected and betrayed by Nintendo devs or since Melee. Like, he's been a clone of Captain Falcon, and in Ultimate, this game, he's pretty unique in his own way. He's still pretty much Falcon, just slower but more powerful, but he definitely needs a rework. In Tears of the Kingdom, Ganon has a completely different fighting style from the way he fights in Smash Ultimate. I think if they gave him the fighting style that they gave him in Tears of the Kingdom, he'd be a pretty good character. I don't think we'd be able to disrespect Ganon anymore. I think we have to actually respect him and move him a bit higher on the tier list. Number 4 on the list would have to go to Waluigi. Waluigi might be the most requested character since Smash 4. I know a lot of people have been requesting Waluigi for a long time, and they've put him in the game as a trophy. Nintendo, I don't know why Nintendo does that when the community clearly requests characters. I'm pretty sure Nintendo could have been put Waluigi in the game if they really wanted to, even as DLC. I don't see them having to sign any contracts with another company. I don't see them really having to fight with any other company about his property. And Nintendo already owns Waluigi. Why not just put him in the game? He's been in other games before. He's in Mario Party, he's in Mario Kart, he's in Mario Tennis. I'm pretty sure he's in Mario Strikers. Why not just put him in Smash? He's the perfect fit. He could go alongside Wario. You could finally do a doubles match between Mario and Luigi versus Wario and Waluigi. It's just perfect for the game. I don't see why they already haven't done that, especially when you want to add characters like Piranha Plant. If you were going to put Piranha Plant in the game, bro, you might as well have put Waluigi in there. I mean, come on. Who even asked for Piranha Plant? I'm gonna be honest. All right, that's enough plant hate. And my final pick for the Smash 6 roster is Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog is my most highly requested character of all time. I've been asking for Shadow since Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And you know what Sakurai gave me? Sakurai gave me a trophy. Why did you give me a trophy of Shadow the Hedgehog? Shadow the Hedgehog, okay, he's probably not more popular than Sonic, but Sonic is that franchise's like face. Of course, you have to put Sonic in the game before you put anybody else, but it's been how many years? It's been how many Smash games? Shadow's been a trophy since Brawl. You have to put Shadow in the next game. If you don't put Shadow in the next game as a base character, he has to be a base character, by the way. I mean, if Shadow is going to be DLC, he's probably going to be super broken because every character that's DLC in Smash is broken, like outside of Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant is probably, he might be the worst DLC character, but outside of him, every DLC character that's come out have all been good. I mean, you just look at what Steve did to the game. Steve is the only character in Ultimate history that got banned. That's how good he was. Steve just broke the game. He had these busted game mechanics where he could ignore damage, ignore your combo, just fall out of your combo and kill you for it. He could kill you for it with a down air, or he could fall out of your combo and start comboing you, and you literally get punished for hitting him. In what game What fighting game specifically do you get punished for comboing a character? I can't think of one, except for this one, and Steve is the reason. But I digress. Shadow the Hedgehog needs to be in this game. Sonic needs another rep, and it has to be Shadow. Some people would say, oh, it could be Eggman. Other people would say it could be Tails or Knuckles. Knuckles would actually be pretty cool too, because Knuckles is the fighter of that series. I mean, most of those characters can fight, but Knuckles is the fighter. Like, he's the one that actually can throw hands. And I feel like his moveset wouldn't be a carbon copy of Sonic's. They wouldn't be able to make him an echo of Sonic. I feel like Knuckles would have his own unique moveset. And I think they could do that with Shadow too, especially with the new game that just came out, Shadow Generations. If they put Shadow in the game, he definitely wouldn't just be an echo fighter. He'd be able to get his own moveset. He'd be able to get unique recoveries, unique skins. He'd have his own unique stage. Like, you could do a lot with this character. This character he's done a lot of things in his games. He's done a lot of things in Sonic's games. There's a lot you can do with this character. He doesn't need to be a carbon copy at all. Even if I wouldn't even want them to make him like a Marth Lucina. That's too similar. I feel like you could, if you were gonna make two characters from that series, the differences could be like Marth and Byleth, or Marth and Robin. If you were gonna do it, I don't think they need to make him an echo fighter at all. Plus, Sonic needs another rep. It's been how many years? I think I said it already. What year did Brawl come out? 2008. It's 2025 as of this recording. Sonic, you could definitely put another Sonic character in the game. I'm super biased about Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic character personally. So having him in the game would just give me everything that I want in a Smash roster. I would switch mains immediately. Right now I'm maining Palutena. Even if they made Shadow the worst character in the game, I would make it work. And I know a lot of people agree with me. A lot of people would do the exact same thing. So anyway, that's my Smash 6 roster needs. Those are the top 5 characters we need in this game. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Peace.